Nobody else is younger than Sheldon. Yesterday I watched young Sheldon. I bet I could watch young Sheldon. I am watching young Sheldon. You guys like that new song I just wrote?
Yeah, I think it's better than the original.
relatable.
Yeah.
It's certainly better than Mighty Little Man, but that's not
That's
stiff
true.
competition.
Oh yeah, it's much better than this popular song.
It doesn't really make sense as a theme song for the show, so yeah, it is better.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bazinga Boys, and we have a special announcement. The co-founder of the Bazinga Boys has reluctantly agreed to return to the show. Welcome, Florian Himsel!
Yeah, you've wrangled this show from my channel, and here we are back on the treehouse. Glad to be watching Bazinga again.
We're playing a bit of hot potato with the property.
Yep. Well, hope everyone watched the other episodes on my channel. They're amazing, you know.
We've also got the Purple Colonel.
Of course, as always, as the other co-founder, we're all here. It's finally back, truly, and I think this is a momentous occasion.
And the youngest Sheldon of them all, Hartsy Protsy.
Hello, and Bazinga Boys.
Yep. We are here to discuss episode 15 of both Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon, and we agreed that when the new Geology show drops, which I think is coming out relatively soon, maybe in this upcoming,
October.
the fall lineup for CBS, we will be throwing that into the rotation as well and reviewing 3 episodes of television. But we'll see if this show, lives and dies in a circle enough times to still be around in October. It's a vicious cycle.
Continue doing it forever now, so I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, you know?
It's a real Dane Cook vicious circle.
Just like Sheldon, I guess we're gonna now be in the situation where we're watching this thing that doesn't even involve Sheldon, and I think it's just crazy, honestly. The places that this show has gone and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess
have more Sheldon if it just watched other things, but I guess I'm dying to see what happens to little Georgie. You know, how will he be? Okay.
I guess the showrunners realized they had infinitely better characters than Sheldon himself, so that's why they're doing these spin-offs.
Yeah, you're relating a lot to Georgie there.
Not at all.
No.
Well, I don't know why we're talking about these programs when everybody actually tunes into this podcast for the weekly Hartsy Grinder update. Hartsy, how have your grinder adventures been?
Oh boy, I had so many hits and people messaging me, but then I lost my phone.
By any chance, were you at the RNC convention? Because I heard that the grinder crashed in Milwaukee.
I don't know. The guy who invited me told me not to come last minute, so I don't know what that was all about.
It's a grand old party in your asshole.
Oh my god.
Is that really true? Did it crash?
Yeah.
Yes. Then? That's great.
I must be missing context. What
the Republican National Convention was in Milwaukee, and when all the Republicans showed up, the gay app grinder crashed in Milwaukee because there were too many new users. Yes,
that's crazy. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, could you imagine? They probably could have just done the whole pride parade at next door too. Damn.
Yeah. Which party's trying to ban gay shit again? Might be some self-hating gay people.
You think?
Speaking of which, Purple Colonel, what do you have to say about this as a self-hating gay man?
About what? About the RNC?
I felt like it was time to transition to you with that great.
Okay, well, thank you.
Where are the purple updates? Come on.
Yeah, give us. What's your grinder update? You're actually gay. Like you've been plowing some boy pussy lately, or what?
I've been off of that hell platform for years now. Okay, it's no good.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you go to the RNC? Like, where are you going to get boy dick?
The RNC might be a good choice, but I did not attend, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you even have
Honestly,
a passport
like
to leave Canada?
No, I don't right now, actually. It seems like a hotspot for
I feel safe
bad
now.
things anyway. It might not be a great idea. You feel safe because I can't leave?
Yeah, since you cannot be in the same country as me, I feel a little bit safer. What about you, Florian? I know you're probably not up to much over in Austria, but what's your Grindr update?
Well, I met that femboy, and I decided that I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want people gossiping about me anymore. So, yeah, it was.
So you guys
good.
had the gay sex?
Well, almost. You know?
My god!
Whoa!
I'm gonna edge right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Finally,
pretty hot update. So somebody,
it all paid off,
We don't want gossip, so let's make it into a world of fiction. Write up your gay fanfics of Florian and any character you choose, and we will read them on the next episode.
Wow.
If we can't get the real scoop, we'll get a fake scoop.
Don't do that.
I love that you get the fans involved. That's I think that's what really separates you from.
Yeah, I tell my fans to write erotic pornography about my friends.
Wow. This better be in good taste, okay?
What else would it be in?
So here's what happened this morning. I sit down to watch these episodes, and I type in the group chat as I start watching, "Holy shit, Missy's hot!" And then 5 minutes later, I realize, I should probably clarify. I was watching The Big Bang Theory at the time, because we are introduced to Missy in The Big Bang Theory as a sexy, somehow 6 foot tall woman. I don't remember Missy being tall.
Well, they're twins, so they would have like similar genetic traits.
No, they have no similar genetic traits.
And in Young Sheldon, like by season 7, Sheldon's like 2 feet taller than Missy.
I guess she caught up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they didn't know how big she was gonna turn out.
Now, when they were casting Missy as a 9-year-old, they should have been able to scientifically predict how tall the actress would be as an adult. So I'm putting this down as a plot hole. I'm sorry, they fucked up.
Wow, how dare they use an inappropriate actor? That's crazy. Yeah. Incorrect.
It's a good thing that Missy wasn't a redhead, or I imagine it would have been a black girl that they cast. Did you guys just hear that? What the fuck was that?
What happened now?
Am I having a stroke?
What?
None.
Oh my god! I heard some horrible sound in my ear. Okay, wow. I didn't know if there's like a new soundboard option that Hartsy was playing with. It sounded like my life was ending.
Wow, what the hell did it sound like?
Like, eh.
What?
Yeah,
it was Howard's mom.
It's like I'm like my life is a computer program and it's being terminated. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, maybe you're in a coma and someone's trying to wake you up.
Yeah, with Young Sheldon episodes.
Roofs nearby.
Sloped roof. Yeah, there's a lot of them actually. Most roofs are sloped.
Oh, no.
Turns out having a flat roof is pretty bad for getting the water off of your fucking house.
It might be, yeah.
Just fucking make a pool. So interesting connections between these episodes. In Young Sheldon episode 15, we find out that young Missy taught young Sheldon what sex is. In this episode, they clearly are comfortable with the concept of sex despite being siblings, because it's all about how all of old Sheldon's friends want to fuck his sister, and he doesn't really seem to care until Leonard brainwashes him into some like 1800s mentality to care.
And like, it doesn't even make any sense for Sheldon's character at all, because the very first scene of Big Bang Theory is the one where he goes to the sperm bank, but then decides that no, it would not be wise to make young Sheldons, and then here he is thinking like, oh, maybe if I breed my sister just right, I'm gonna get more young Sheldons. It's bizarre. Sheldon is such an asshole. It's crazy.
Yeah, why? He doesn't want to donate sperm because he doesn't want to make more geniuses, but then, yeah, his motivation here is the exact opposite. He wants his sister to be able to potentially shit out some little geniuses. So what, is this another plot hole? Should we mark it up?
And then he tells his friends that they can't have her, even though they are actually pretty smart. So like, you'd think they'd probably be like the best candidates to be bred with Missy. So
well, Raj was race baiting. He said, oh, you don't want to mix a little mocha into the family cream? And I was like, dude, come on. You got to promote yourself in a way that's not about your race, you sicko.
Yeah, it's
well, he is on many drugs. Okay.
Yes, he is.
That's true.
And at the end, he wins. I mean, technically, like, I guess the joke that they're building up to the whole time is that Missy actually wants to fuck Raj, and then his experimental anxiety medication wears off right when they're about to fuck, and then he can't talk to her, and then it's over. So, you know,
it's so relatable.
He doesn't even get to ask her out to go on a date or anything.
Yeah. And not to spoil my opinion at the end, but this might be the first time in Mumkey history I think Big Bang Theory was better than Young Sheldon.
Whoa, really?
I don't know about the first time.
I did. Well, the first time that I've voted it that way, but I don't know if I can't remember. I've only done like 6 of these, right?
Yeah, I guess you haven't been on many. Damn. I mean, I'm usually more interested in Big Bang Theory, but yeah, okay.
I was going to say I think Young Sheldon was better, but then I try to think of what actually happened in that episode, and I'm struggling already, so...
They rip off a character from Jimmy Neutron cartoon? Like, what if we had a black friend named Libby? Good question.
I mean, I thought it was a really interesting plot to see him, like, almost have a girlfriend, you know, but then...
I mean, he was in love with Geology more than the woman. It was Tam who wanted to break the taboo of white male, black female relations. And, of course, the Young Sheldon program, I'm guessing the audience is not ready for that, because they had to very violently reject the notion on screen.
Yeah. Heartbreaking.
Yes. Hartsy, was this ever you? Did you ever become the third wheel between a high schooler and a 9-year-old and then try to hit on the high schooler?
No, I have not. Sadly, it would be a really funny situation to talk about if I was. But no, that's never been me.
Okay. Oh, should we actually just go through Big Bang Theory before we dive too much into Young Sheldon? Because I got a few notes.
I think so. That's usually how we do it.
Okay, plot hole number 8. And maybe I just fucked this one up. But in the opening scene, when we meet Missy in Sheldon's office, by my ear, I did not hear a Southern accent. But then when they go to the apartment, suddenly it's full-on Southern twang, baby. Very intense. So maybe it was subdued in the first scene. Maybe they literally forgot that he's supposed to be from the South. But did you guys notice this?
I didn't.
No, I'm really bad at American accents, you know.
Oh.
I think someone must have told her between scenes that she's supposed to be from the South.
Yeah, because it switched up very dramatically.
Yeah.
Maybe Southerners do a thing called code switching, where we switch up our tone wherever we're comfortable in that.
So you're actually doing a fake voice on this show because you're uncomfortable around us.
Yeah,
can we hear your real Southern twang?
Yeah, you don't hear my real North Carolinian accent. This is me, you know.
Hartsy, as I used to live in North Carolina. You live in North Carolina, I assume. Have you ever been to south of the border? I
have not. No.
Okay. Have you seen the billboards for it?
Many, many times. I pass it almost every day.
I'm currently actually working on the video where I compare the Impractical Jokers movie to the Eric Andre movie called High Drive or whatever fucking movie he made. But both movies, they stop at south of the border as part of the movie.
What is that? What do you do there?
It's a Mexican themed a little attraction on the border of North and South Carolina, so like not even anywhere near Mexico at all. Some might say it's extremely racist. I say it's charming and hilarious. It's mostly run down and like I think the bumper cars are no longer working. Just lots of statues of like dudes with big Mexican mustaches and sombreros, disgusting food. Big gift shop where you can buy a tchotchke cactus, and that's about it. It's not worth going to, and it's a complete waste of time.
Sounds awful, but I want to go now.
Yes, just because if you're driving anywhere in either state, you will see 10 billion billboards for it relentlessly every 10 miles.
Wow.
Is it better or worse than the Four Corners state thing?
Oh, it's way better than that. Theory. That's nothing. Four Corners, like in Breaking Bad, when fucking Skyler shows up to flip a coin, I'd rather kill myself than go there. That's boring.
Yeah. Okay.
The novelty of I'm in 4 states at once. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
There's no like passport exchange or anything, right? You can just go from state to state.
Completely pointless thing to do. Anyway,
I remember in the show she shows up there and it's empty, so like no one's there at all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the Breaking Bad crew had to get like 80 tourists out of the way to film their little scene.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd probably be better going off to the Vatican, because then you're in a state within a state. Now that's cool, but like 4 corners, come on.
Yeah.
It's boring.
That is cooler, and it's Catholic.
Okay, so all of our Big Bang Theory friends are trying to impress and hit on Missy. Leonard is revealed to have underwear that has a Superman logo on it, and he's very embarrassed by this and wants to pretend it's not his. And I think that's really the issue I have with these characters. They have no pride in their convictions. If they got shot in the face, they would not scream fight and throw their fists in the air. They'd probably cower and whimper and cry. You know, you gotta stand up for what you believe in, and if he likes the Superman underwear, you should be like, fuck yeah, bitch. Like, you can be my Lois Lane. But no, he's a coward, so fuck Leonard.
That would actually be a Chad move. That would be so cool.
Like, nobody even said anything about the underwear. It's like, wow, you got crazy underwear. Like, imagine, like, nobody said anything about it, so why would he pretend like it's not his? Like, that only just makes it more awkward.
And it's just an S. It's just an S. If she knows what it is, then it's not embarrassing. If she doesn't know what it is, then it's also not embarrassing.
Well, I think people know who Superman is.
This was a time and place in society where quote-unquote nerd culture was more laughed at, you know? Like, it was more, like, shunned.
But if you recognize the Superman S, then, like, you should not be in the realm of criticizing somebody else for liking it. Like, bitch, you're enough into nerd culture that you literally know what an S in this form means to a comic book. Fuck you.
There's the movie and stuff. It's decently recognizable.
You think this bitch went and saw it? You think Missy went and saw the Superman movie and then is going to be critical of somebody else for having underwear?
Well, you know, I don't know about that, I guess. You could have seen Superman Returns.
You don't have to see the movie to know what the S means. Come on.
It's like when I wear One Piece merchandise in public. It's not embarrassing because either people recognize it and think it's cool, or they don't recognize it and don't care. You know? It's the same shit.
I'd say it's not embarrassing just because it's, you know, it's just something you enjoy, and I don't see why that.
That's what I'm saying. Leonard, if he enjoys it, why is he so ashamed?
The show's supposed to be about the nerds, and they shit on us at every turn.
But but just liking Superman is nothing to be ashamed of, and I think we've learned that in the last 15 years of Cape shit, is that it's actually pretty fucking normie to like this shit. So
extremely normie.
Well, it has certainly become normie, but it's so crazy. Like, just last episode, Leonard was about to give up on all his stupid nerd stuff, and that was just holding him back for a girl. And now he's back to having his Superman underwear and then immediately being ashamed of it in front of a girl again. What a guy, man. He almost got there.
Hartsy, give us your take on this. Do you think that nerds should stand by what they believe in, or should they be ashamed?
Definitely should not be ashamed of the things you like. I'm interested in a lot of dorky, nerdy shit that people make fun of, and I never hide it. I'm very public about the goofy things I like. I've never been ashamed of it. I don't think you should be ashamed of the things you like.
Okay, so that's Leonard's method of hitting on her, is lying about his underwear. But we also have Howard, the Jewish one, who says, "Our people invented circumcision. You're welcome."
Oh yeah.
Can somebody explain this to me? Why you're welcome? Do women benefit from circumcision? Does a circumcised cock feel better? My guess is fuck no.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that like most American women think it's weird to not be circumcised, right?
Probably. I don't know. I mean, they mutilated all of our cocks over here, so they're probably not used to seeing a natural one.
I mean, it probably doesn't feel any different, especially not if there's a condom, so it probably doesn't matter at all. Well, I guess it's just funny. Well, I guess it might maybe be more hygienic, so maybe it is a benefit, who knows?
This might be the wrong group to ask this question, considering we start with the Grindr update every episode.
Well, I mean, you should be an expert on it then. Come on.
Yeah, does having all that foreskin make gay butt sex easier? Probably need less lube.
I don't know. I mean, I just can't really compare, honestly. I don't know. I haven't had both sides of it.
Should we all say what our cock looks like real quick, just so we know who's circumcised and who's not? Go ahead, Hartsy.
I would like to stay out of this.
They circumcised Hartsy's nutsack. Just chopped one of them off. Like, oops, we missed. That's why he's short, because he only has half the testosterone. They chopped his nut off.
Oh my god, it's Hartsy lore. We never knew. Wow.
Yeah, we need to come up with more Hartsy lore.
You have it pretty right now.
Okay, that's why his parents gave him up for adoption, because he only had one nut. They thought he was a freak.
Yeah, they thought he was too close to Hitler.
Oh shit!
He had to go.
Somebody's knocking at my. Here, one sec.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's pretend like we talked about our foreskins.
My yams, man. You know what I'm saying? Like how my grandma make them. You heard me with like the marshmallows.
Yo, was that?
Man, I don't know what to get there, but you know what I'm saying? I can whip my own marshmallows with this wrist right here. Anyway, what I mean to say is, man, y'all got some sugar and some butter up in here. I can get a little bit of that.
Yeah. Come on in one sec. Hey guys, this is my neighbor JJ wants to borrow some butter or something.
Yeah, JJ.
Here, you can have a headphone, JJ. We're talking about Big Bang Theory.
Man, this reminds me of, you know what I'm saying, when you walk out the restaurant, you gotta come in and scrub the dishes, man. You hear me?
Yeah. What are you trying to cook?
You talking about Big Bang?
Yeah, Big Bang Theory. You ever watch that show?
It's got the nerds in it, right?
Yeah, it's the nerd show.
Yeah, man, I don't know too much about it. Yeah, that's not really my speed, you heard me?
Yeah.
Well, we are actually wondering about your penis and whether or not it's circumcised.
Yeah, JJ, did they circumcise your cock when you were born?
Man, you heard me? I think what happened was, you know what I'm saying, like, I actually got left behind, you heard me? And they put me in a dumpster by accident, you know what I'm saying? They had me wrapped up in the blanket, and I lost a couple things, you heard me? Because I think it just didn't get clean right, you heard me? And some things, you know what I'm saying, they had to take a couple things off. So I don't think it was the type with, you know, how they be doing it with the rabbi, but... no, I think my thing was a little different, but yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't coming in 100%, but I do come 100%. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, the question is, Howard, the Jewish character, he takes credit for his people inventing circumcision, and he tells the lady, "You're welcome." So we're trying to figure out, do women prefer an uncircumcised cock? And I guess you could probably verify that for us.
You know what I'm saying? The ladies prefer me. That's all I know.
I think, you know, good state around here. Yep.
As long as you're on the level, man, you hear me? Like, you gotta just come correct. You gotta be fresh with it. You know, you gotta have a little bit of that riz. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Do you agree, Purple? Does the riz help you?
Not with getting women, but I guess so. I agree.
Okay.
It's like Gucci Mane say, you know, I'm ugly, but my money make me handsome. You dig what I'm saying? And he also said, I'm real ugly, but my car look handsome, you know? So, check it out.
Well, I do have sugar in the kitchen. I guess you could help yourself if you really need to borrow some shit.
Yeah, man, I got the oven preheated on 500 degrees over in the crib, you know what I'm saying? And it's, yeah, I don't know. I should probably go, I'll just take what I need, and I'll hit you back,
Yeah,
though.
take Shoji with you. I suspect he's going to start fucking with my shit. Shoji, get the hell out of here. You little bastard. Yep, he's crying. Well, guys, that was, again, my neighbor, JJ. Yeah, always nice to hear from him.
What a random encounter.
He needed some sugar.
Yep.
It is what it is.
It is, yeah.
So, Leonard...
get people coming over getting sugar, you know, it's a problem.
Leonard is under the impression that Howard and Raj have a better chance at getting Missy. So he takes Sheldon into the other room. And what does he say, Hartsy?
I don't remember. What does he say?
Yeah, I remember that Sheldon was unhappy with how long Leonard took to spit out what he was trying to say. But I wonder what it was that he originally said.
He says you need to figure out who you're going to mate with. You need to make a decision, and it needs to be a good decision, or it's who your sister's going to mate with, I guess, because he's talking to Sheldon about this. And yeah.
Oh, I remember that he said that Oh, well, he said that he's now the man of the household, and he has to make sure to guard the virginity of his little sister or something.
Yeah, that is correct. It's basically he's appealing to like a 1700s Puritan ideology. And he even says specifically, because your father, George Sr., is dead, it is now your responsibility to be like the bodyguard of your sister's pussy and make sure only the highest specimen sperm go inside of your sister's tight, wet cunt. He says that to Sheldon's face.
In those words, yeah, it was pretty crass for a Big Bang Theory. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to go
somehow,
there.
despite being a man of science who like has no emotions and does not give a fuck about his family in any regard, this somehow is effective on Sheldon. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I really have to go make sure that the next Albert Einstein fucks my sister and not my nerdy, sweaty friends." And he goes and tells his friends, "You guys cannot fuck my sister." Mm-hmm. And then he says, what's with the cheese? Because this is when it gets good.
Well, he comes up with really stupid reasons for why they're not good enough. For example, Leonard can't eat cheese, so he can't mate with her, because
the baby would be lactose intolerant. And he says, okay, if you can eat this piece of cheese without farting, you can fuck my sister. To which Missy has walked in the room unbeknownst to the men. And it turns out this is a very awkward thing to say.
Maybe a little.
Yeah. I guess it's good that she wasn't reacting too poorly to that, but then she finds out Sheldon's exact reasoning, and then she's even more pissed.
I've got to say, as a young Sheldon fan who's watched all 150 some odd episodes, I never would have guessed. Missy's introductory plot in Big Bang Theory is that the nerds play Wii boxing to see who gets to fuck her. Like, I never would have guessed that's where Missy's character was leading.
I'd say it's pretty fitting, It's I couldn't tell you why, but I don't know. It is.
I think the existence of young Sheldon makes that entire plot a lot more uncomfortable to sit through.
Probably.
Yeah, because I know this as like a child who's funny, and it's like now her personality is kind of different, and she's really just the object of desire for these men.
Well, I mean, I think she's actually like handled better than I thought she would be. I thought she was going to be like a really stupid bimbo who's just like completely brainless, but she actually has a lot of agency, and she does what she wants without listening to Sheldon. So I think that's better than I thought it would be.
She certainly has the symmetry and low body fat that Western culture deems desirable.
That's true.
I couldn't put it better myself.
What were you saying, Purple? Wow, you talked over my great fucking line. You don't even remember what you were saying.
Listen, that's just a line from the episode. It's not even the best one from this one.
Well, it's the one I wrote down. Do you guys have any experience with trying to fuck your friend's sister?
Not really.
Can't say I have. No.
Okay, just me. Just me.
I'm actually shocked that like all of these three nerds are like this outgoing at going after this woman. Like, if they're this horny and pursuant of women, like you'd think they'd go to bars instead of being nerds. But like, what is up? This is a crazy plot, actually. Now
yes.
that I think about it, this is not in character for them.
Not really. Maybe they think she's attainable because she's related to Sheldon. Like they see her as lesser and they don't get as intimidated by her presence.
They really should be. She's taller than all of them except for Sheldon. It's really something to see. I was shocked just to see that, honestly.
Yeah, Leonard's maturity in regards to hitting on taller women is kind of shocking to me. I figured these nerds would be a little more self-conscious about, especially Howard, but no, he has a magic act where he asks her out. She says no, and then the next trick says, like, are you sure? Like, he even prepared for the rejection. That's how ready this chat is.
Well, he is always getting rejected, so he always has to plan for that one.
Yeah. I wonder if that ever worked. Like, you reject him, and then you see he was prepared for that. Like, is that what puts you over the edge? Like, he knew I was going to say no.
I feel like it must have worked for him at least once before, if he's still doing it.
Wow. What a Chad. That's crazy.
Okay, I think that's basically it from that episode, right, guys?
Right.
Oh wait, Raj. She likes Raj, and that's bizarre because Raj, when she first meets him, he just walks away because he can't talk to her. So is that somehow what did it for her? It's like, oh, I guess he doesn't care that much.
She calls him the cute one. She calls him the cute one. We have to assume it is a racial bias because he did bring up, like, I'll put the mocha in the cream. She wants some mocha in her cream, it seems. And maybe playing hard to get is what women actually want. Like, these other guys are relentlessly hitting on her, and Raj, he doesn't even give her eye contact most of the time. Maybe that's what makes him appealing.
Well, I mean, it's definitely more appealing than their ridiculous attempts of hitting on her, so I guess just had to happen that way. Too bad Penny didn't set it up, Maybe if Penny had just said, oh, he can't talk to you because his medication ran out, but he does want to ask you out, maybe she would have gone out with him, who knows?
Maybe.
Oh, well.
I noticed there was a line in here where they talk about a robot that Sheldon created to keep Missy out of his room at some point. But I don't think that jives because they share a room in Young Sheldon, and I'm not sure what that's all about.
Yeah, that's plot hole number 12, okay? We know that these twins shared a bedroom at age 9, so am I to believe that they had separate bedrooms at age 8?
Where in the house?
Good question.
Maybe we'll see, but maybe not. Probably not.
Does Sheldon consider the garage to be his room at this point in time?
Oh, that could be. I think if I were to write an explanation in Young Sheldon for why this works, I think I would go with that one.
Yeah, he tried to build a robot to keep her away from the train set. That makes sense to me.
So when he was locking himself in the garage because he had COVID or someone had a disease. Did he build a robot to keep Missy out?
No.
Do you remember?
No, he did not know.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
he just tarped over everything and made a little quarantine zone.
Yeah.
He built that really well. Where the hell did he get all that plastic? That's crazy.
that's one of those things you just don't think about in this show.
He must have gone to the store to get it. He must have been exposed to so many pathogens.
Yeah, he went to the plastic store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got all big wraps of it, yeah.
Shall we talk about Young Sheldon episode 15?
Yep, Sheldon almost gets a girlfriend. Wow.
I mean, not really, okay. First of all, we got Tam and Young Sheldon eating in the library. They notice that a girl grabs a book on geostatistics. Some geology bullshit. But this is intriguing to Young Sheldon because that is not required reading for any science class, which means she is reading a science book for fun. This is called sapiosexual, Florian. Have you heard of this?
Yes, I've heard of this, but is your point that he's not attracted to her, but he's still sapiosexual?
He wants to fuck her brain.
So he is attracted to her.
I mean, I guess so.
So why are you disagreeing that she is his girlfriend?
Because because it's not girlfriend. He only wants to talk to her about rocks. It's about the geology that he's in love with. It has nothing to do with her.
Yeah, but if he's still in love with her, like sapiosexuals will still have like girlfriends that are smart or boyfriends.
I mean, I was trying to play it up a little bit. There's no romantic interest whatsoever, no attraction. He literally just likes having a friend who he thinks respects him on an intellectual level. And that is the arc at the end when he finds out she considers it babysitting. That breaks him.
I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me because, like, why would she consider it babysitting if she has, like, hour-long conversations with him on the phone? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Bitches
like,
are
clearly
cruel.
They're friends.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's very strange. One could say maybe they thought up this ending very, very late into the writing process because it doesn't quite jive with the rest of the episode.
Oh, jive. You've got to use the word jive, don't you? Hartsy, is there something about this young lady that you would like to mention?
Well, not particularly about her, but I think it's interesting that in the Big Bang Theory, much later down the line, there's this character named Bert, who's a geologist, And Sheldon constantly makes fun of his profession, and he says that he hates geology throughout the entirety of The Big Bang Theory. And the ending of this episode of Young Sheldon explains why he hates geology, because he had his heart broken by a geology girl. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yep, makes sense.
See, everyone knows it's heartbreak, okay? The romance was there.
No, I refuse to believe 9-year-old young Sheldon had any romantic interest.
Yeah.
Even at this stage in The Big Bang Theory, he still wouldn't.
No, he would not.
These are his formative years. Maybe he's shut off because of this one incident, you know? His heart was broken too young. He's never recovered.
Okay, so what nobody is willing to say, because you're all cowards, unlike George Sr., is that this girl was black. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not what he was expecting, okay? And George Jr. tells him, go in the library and get a book about Martin Luther King.
That's got to be one of the weirdest scenes in the show so far. I have no idea why they felt that necessary.
Oh no, it's not even a joke scene. It's hyper realism. This is like conversations like that, especially during that time period, probably happened every day.
It's like it felt like a
no.
We entered like a Dharma.
Florian, don't say no. You've never been to fucking America. I don't want to hear this shit from you. You don't know shit.
I still hear conversations like that today.
Yeah. Just because there's no black people in Austria for this to happen doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
You're saying people were this woke already back in that day? Wow.
No, it's not even woke. It's like it's fake woke because he's pointing out the color of her skin, even though it's not relevant to anything.
That's what woke means, is that it's fake, right?
No.
No?
I don't think so. I think woke people are pretty sincere with their stupid beliefs.
Wow. Well, I mean, social justice warriors certainly are like, that term certainly means that they're insincere, you know?
I don't think that's been a thing in about 8 years.
That's going back a bit.
I'm too behind.
Yeah. But yeah, Sheldon, he doesn't see color. He doesn't even see gender. He just sees a geology nerd. And the only part of this episode that made me laugh was when he's on the phone with her and he, for no reason, he says, "Oh, Libby, Libby, Libby." Like, what the fuck? Who talks like that?
I didn't catch that. That's good.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, it was extremely cringe. I mean, like, Sheldon doesn't get this way with anyone. Like, he talked to a NASA scientist, and he's not like trying to have long conversations with him or anything. Like, he just wanted to prove him wrong and then move on, you know? So I think this is certainly something special here.
Well, yeah, it's the only peer he's ever met that has a genuine interest in science outside of academia.
Well, yeah, but like, why wouldn't he do that with the teachers then or whatever? I don't know. Well, I mean, they're definitely not interested in science either.
Yeah.
He tried in episode 1 and they were not receptive.
Right.
But he doesn't talk to an NASA scientist that much either, you know? Like, he could have tried to be friends with that guy, but no.
Well, he'd already decided that he was not on his level too, so.
Yeah. But this black girl, she's on his level.
She clearly knows a lot more about geology than him, and she teaches him a shit ton of stuff in the episode.
Right, well, consistently throughout the show, the people that young Sheldon would like to talk to find him very annoying and don't want to be around him. So this is like the first time he's found someone who's interested in listening to him, talking to him.
And then when he finds out she doesn't respect him as like a peer, that ends the relationship, and I think we never see this woman again.
No,
wow.
She's killed off screen.
Yeah, as she should be, because she rejected Tam's great arm stretch movie theater, maneuver.
Right. After leaving that theater, she got hit by a bus.
Good.
Well, then how did he get home? Oh my god!
No, she gets hit by a truck, and then we see like George Sr. looking in the rearview mirror, and he drives off. He's secretly racist the whole time.
He has this smirk on his face.
He only pretends to be friends with that black guy at work. That's his cover for the girl he murdered.
Wow.
Well, Sheldon wants to go to the movies with his new friend, but Mary says, "Ain't no black teenage girl driving my precious little boy around." And Sheldon gets so mad that he cleans the whole house.
Yeah. Do they say why he cleans the whole house, or is that just something he does?
Well,
I mean,
the
he
build
says
up,
that he's mad, and
the
so
voiceover
he channeled his rage into the cleaning.
Yeah, like the voiceover makes you think his rage is building to like a tantrum or like beating the walls like a child would, but his tantrum is just him angrily cleaning the house.
I thought he was gonna drive his trains really fast, maybe even make him derail, or maybe just close to derailing, But no, he's pretty wholesome, cleans the whole house, even when he gets in people's way,
Yeah. And
he does a good, thorough job. The house set noticeably looks better.
Yeah, they should piss off young Sheldon more often. But Mary eventually decides, you know what, I'll meet this girl, and if I like her and I trust her, then it'll be fine. And that she sits down with her and she asks, "Do you smoke marijuana?" And my question is, if Libby was white, would she have asked that question?
I don't think she would have, honestly.
I don't think so.
Mary's
no.
a hashtag racist.
Wow.
I think so.
I mean, judging by the things she says in The Big Bang Theory, yeah, she's pretty racist.
Wait, what did she say about black people in that show?
I think Vietnam it was that she was, or something Asian.
Oh, right.
Like,
well,
She said a lot
people.
about... She said a lot about Indians and stuff because Raj was there as well.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to racism against Asians, it's like, punching down is bad, but they're above us, so it's like whatever. Like they're winning.
I've seen a lot of
they're not
Asian
winning.
hate on recent episodes of Is It Kino, honestly, but most of it comes from an Asian, so I'm not sure it's
Yeah,
it's a problem.
Weekend's got a problem with the Chinese.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably more of a problem with the Empire, trying to take over everything. It's probably relatable in some way.
Yeah, they gave his poor little village a McDonald's. It's the Empire's taken over.
Wait, did they? Damn.
Yeah, they did. That's what he was complaining about. That she offered them McDonald's in exchange for votes, and it worked.
That's crazy. You'd think that's something the American Empire would do. Wow.
No, because we already have so many. It'd be like, if anything, take some away. There's too many McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just spreads everywhere. Damn.
Please replace one of the 8 McDonald's in town with one Popeyes, for fuck's sake.
There's two.
Please.
There's 2 McDonald's on the same street near my house.
Fucking Krusty Krab bullshit.
Ends of the street, yes.
Yeah, side by side.
Uh-huh.
But no, she does not smoke marijuana, and she says, "Hey, you can trust me. I've been babysitting for years." And that's the end of that. Sheldon says, "Fuck this bitch." He drops the hard R, which I thought was too far, and he runs to his bed and cries.
I stood up and clapped.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Good thing about Hartsy is when he's at a movie and he stands up and claps, the people behind him can still see the screen just fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like that one scene with the dwarf in Lord of the Rings when he has to get a box, to see the battlefield.
So after this, Sheldon, he's had an epiphany about relationships. He decides he does not need friends, and he just wants to be a humble hermit.
Much like our good friend Florian.
Yep, humble hermit, no friends, just doing your own thing, making that Skrilla, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Like, if only he was gonna really pursue his goals in the next episode or something.
But it's got to be cool to have the same mindset as a 9-year-old, though, right?
I mean, this is a pretty atypical 9-year-old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you should be proud.
Yeah, I mean, sure, everyone should be more like Sheldon.
I agree. Sincerely do agree.
Yep.
It would be a better world if everybody acted like young Sheldon. I'd be happier.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, just think of the science. Oh my god.
But yeah, we covered everything. I'm voting that Big Bang Theory was better just because it was funnier. Like, both episodes are a little bit lame in my opinion. But let's go to Hartsy. Which one you voting for?
I've always been a young Sheldon guy, and I will continue being a young Sheldon guy. I think this episode was heartfelt, and I thought it was all right.
Okay, Purple.
Oh, I have to agree with you, actually. I think The Big Bang Theory, it's catching up, really. I think it's just a better, more entertaining episode.
Wow.
Okay, Florian, lots of pressure. It's either a tie or you choose the winner. It's a real kingmaker moment.
What do we do in a tie?
The senior members of the podcast get to choose.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I gotta say, I think it's young Sheldon for me, because in this episode of Big Bang Theory, everyone was acting like an idiot and they were out of character. And then learning about young Sheldon, having like a friend or a girlfriend, if you will, is far more interesting than the nerds hitting on a girl. So, yeah, that's my choice.
Young Sheldon, instead of having jokes, they had legitimate geology facts. And I felt like for about 3 minutes during the montage, I was watching Bill Nye the Science Guy. But even that show puts humor in. So,
wow.
Like, the closest thing they had to a joke was, I was so proud of Tam for not making a cleavage joke. And then he makes the joke and he says, but then he did.
Yeah, that was painful.
Like, oh, wow, you're doing the fucking humor I had in 8th grade? Okay. Like, trust me, every single person has heard that joke before, but I guess put it in.
It's crazy that he mentions it. Oh yeah, he didn't make the joke, and so obviously setting up that he's gonna make the joke.
Yeah.
He didn't even make a good one. Damn. Yeah, that was pretty unfunny, but I don't know, I didn't like them hitting on the girl either, so whatever. So I guess you guys picked Big Bang Theory with your seniority.
Sure. Yeah, I think basically the idea is if it's a tie, we disregard Hartsy's vote.
Yeah, that seems good.
Wow.
Wait, no, should I get JJ to vote? He can be the tiebreaker.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, did he see the episode?
What does he think?
JJ! Let's see if he can hear me from 8 trailers over. He might be busy cooking.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys have any more updates or anything you want to talk about before we say goodbye to the Bazinga Boys for probably 2 more weeks?
Well, we have to do, of course, the most important segment of the whole show is the Chuck Lorre cards. And
oh, look, JJ's here. Come on in, JJ. Oh. Come on in, Jay. We're voting to see which episode is better this week, and it's 2-2, so we just need you to be the tiebreaker. What's better this week, Young Sheldon or Big Bang Theory?
You know, listen, no Drizzy, I don't like him young, you dig what I'm saying? I'm all about that Big Bang. Shout out to my boy Plapjack, you hear me?
Okay, well, I guess Big Bang Theory wins then. Thanks, JJ. How's your recipe going?
Man, it smell good. Ooh, man, it smell like hot grandma bakery up in there, man. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Nope,
what about the Dan Schneider Bakery?
Man, was that Lots Boss?
Yeah.
Left. Yeah, man, I had some of that out the corner store one time, but I mean, it's they cool.
It?
They cool. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What are the Chuck Lorre cards? Thank you, JJ. That was very useful.
Thank you. Well, we got another click to play, which is I still don't understand the purpose because it doesn't play anything, and then you go to the website and it also doesn't play anything. So I don't know.
Wow.
And then for Young Sheldon, this was quite topical actually. It says presidential cognitive test, and then there's an image of like a black sheep in a group with a bunch of white sheep, and below it says find the sheep that doesn't belong.
That was no.
Yes.
Forget the presidential shit. He did not have that on the episode about the black girl, did he?
Oh my god!
For real?
I didn't even make that connection. Yeah.
Really? Damn.
For real?
Yeah.
No way.
Find the one that doesn't belong. And then Sheldon kicks the girl out of his friend group. Whatever.
Wow,
fucking Chuck Lorre.
He's a crazy guy, you know.
Yeah.
I've been trying to sound the alarm on this. There's something about him that's not good.
This was while Obama was running for president.
This would have been 2016 or something. So
Yeah.
I think.
My bad. I was thinking of Big Bang Theory, the episode coming out in 2007. My bad.
Yeah.
I got mixed up for a second there. Well, that would have been even funnier if he said presidential test and it's like the black one doesn't fit and it's like 2007. It would have been beautiful.
That would be. Wow.
Well, what are you supposed to answer? Which one doesn't fit? Damn, that's crazy.
Probably the black sheep.
I don't know. I guess so. That is what they say. That is the metaphor.
Maybe there's another thing that's different about another sheep.
I didn't look at them too close, honestly. I'm not gonna stare the sheep fucking Where's Waldo this shit at the end of the
You just assumed that the black sheep was the one that was off, huh? Damn. I guess you failed this presidential cognitive test. Damn.
I can think of a certain presidential candidate who would probably pass.
RFK?
Yeah. Hartsy, what are you going to plug this week?
I have nothing to plug because I'm not doing anything. So
well, it's summertime. You got no more schooling to worry about. Where's the next bread review?
Well, I'm not doing bread reviews, but I am doing other things in bread reviews. So.
Sounds like you're not doing anything from 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm in the process of thinking about starting to do things.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Pensive state.
Yeah.
What about you, Purple?
I just released a new video about a Half-Life mod, so go check that out, I guess. And yeah, I'm planning to do a video going over the top films from every decade on Letterboxd, because you can sort that and see that really easily, so.
Wow.
And Florian, when are you going to pay me to edit the next anti-review?
Maybe soon. I had problems because my throat was so sore, but I think it's probably gonna eventually be back to normal now. So it's gonna make videos again, hopefully. Who knows?
Okay. What do you have in mind? Are you excited for the upcoming new version of God? What is that shit called? The Scargiver shit? What is that?
What, they're making a new one?
Oh,
fuck.
The remake or whatever, like the director's cut. Part 1 is an hour and 20 minutes longer than it was the first time, and there's like more sex and blood in it.
It was already long and boring. Fuck.
Yeah, part 1 is like 3 hours, and part 2 is like 4 hours now.
Oh, Rebel Moon, by the way.
Yeah, Rebel Moon.
That's inexcusable.
I can't wait to watch the new version.
Florian. We're doing that on the next podcast episode. I hope you know.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let's do that.
It's not even out yet, I don't think.
Well,
I guess
whenever it comes out, you gotta know my pain from watching these fucking Hobbit movies, okay?
Florian, are you excited for the upcoming double Is It Kino feature of Deadpool 3 and the annoying orange Back to the Future?
Well, I think the Back to the Future deserves its own video, you know?
No, double feature for us because we're recording them back to back.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's not official yet, but I'm pretty sure this will be the final People's Choice poll.
I mean, I don't know. I think we're really on a roll. I think these polls are getting better and better, you know?
Yeah, and the voting is getting worse and worse. It's like we can't trust these people, you know? Like, from now on, we should just all decide on what movie we want to watch and fuck the audience. Because my mindset was, if they're voting for what they want, surely that'll get more clicks when the episode comes out. It turns out the PCP episodes consistently are less viewed than fucking normal episodes. So these people don't even know what they want.
As a viewer and a voter, it's truly tragic whenever I see like, new PCP and it's something like fucking Norbit, honestly.
Well, Norbit was one of the good episodes. That's when the audience got it right. Basically, when they vote for my movie, they get it right. When they vote for Florian, it's time to cancel the show.
When I saw that poll on my feed, I voted for Annoying Orange. I'm gonna be honest.
I saw Clockwork Orange. I saw like a good movie, and I clicked it, hoping in vain, and no.
Yeah. Well, I think
place. It almost made it.
I think after Annoying Orange, we should continue the Orange trilogy and also do Clockwork Orange and Trump Card.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Trump Card.
It's Trump Card.
It's Dinesh D'Souza movie about how Trump is like the next Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
So all the reviews into one video and call it the Orange Box.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's
Very
a good idea.
negative.
That's a good name.
People are definitely
I came
gonna
up with
look
it.
up
It's my
the orange
original name.
box.
For all I know, you really did come up with it because I have no clue what you're talking about.
That's you don't know about the Orange Box, the monumentous collection of Half-Life 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2?
I've played.
Spoiled him on it.
I believe I played one Portal game.
Oh,
I have not played any of those other things.
a fake fan.
Never claimed to be a fan at all.
Fake fan.
I couldn't tell you anything about Half-Life, other than that number 3 evidently is not coming out.
Videos?
Yeah, you're not watching my channel? I could tell you an obscene amount about the Medea series.
Purple, if it
Without
makes you
having
feel
seen
better,
them.
I've watched hundreds of hours of you on anti-reviews, but I'm not going to watch video game videos about some shit I've never heard of.
That's fair, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch his beautiful videos that he puts way too much effort in. Damn.
The
seen
people
all the
who like the
anti-reviews-
game probably like his videos. Why the fuck would I like it?
I mean, I'm not gonna play Half-Life 1, but I like his videos.
Oh,
Wow.
You told me that you liked my videos because I talked about how the remake is bad, but you haven't even played the original?
Well, I mean, I played it back in the day, I guess. But
Big
I
fan.
tried
Big
replaying Half-Life, and like it didn't work for me.
Wow.
well,
I played
Purple.
Snake
If you're making a video about movies, I'll definitely watch that. So
Okay.
make that
would be good
Letterboxd
then.
video.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, Letterboxd stuff.
All right, and follow all of us on Letterboxd. Hartsy, when did you last update your Letterboxd?
I updated my Letterboxd the other day with the new norm.
That's right. You guys, both Purple and Hartsy reviewed the new norm at the same time.
shit.
One gave it 5 stars. One gave it half a star.
Wow.
Try to
Such a
guess which
hater.
one's which.
Yeah. Florian, who do you think gave what?
Well, I think Purple just hates all animation. You know, he's just.
That's why he hated the new norm, because it's animated.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
He said
like,
this
I
would have
think
been better in live
statistically-
action.
Like he's gonna hate everything that's animated, okay? Like statistically, so yeah.
That's just not true, but you know.
Well, I mean,
But no,
there's
you're
very
actually
few
wrong. Purple gave it
exceptions.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my
Holy
favorite
shit.
thing.
He liked when Elon Musk showed up at the end.
Yeah. I clapped. I stood up and I clapped.
Yeah, and the guy behind him in the theater said, "Sit down, you fat fuck." They were watching this in the theater.
the new norm 3-minute pilot.
Exclusively on
$20
X. Okay, I think I'm done. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bazinga.